What's up, Taiwan? Good evening. I'm Ethan Liu with 10 minutes of news from here in Taiwan and around the world. Taiwan has hiked interest rates following the biggest U.S. rate hike since 1994. Taiwan's central bank announced the 0.125% increase on Thursday. It was the second such raise in 2 quarters. It goes into effect on Friday. The head of the bank, Yang Jinglong, says the move is aimed at combating inflation.
从年初以来包括从上年以来，我们的物价的上涨呢，主要是在供给面包括就是这个疫情的关系，还有俄乌战争所导致的这个大宗物资的一个价格的上涨，导致我们国内的物价呢上涨。
Taiwan has condemned Russian President Vladimir Putin's reference to the country as being part of China.
我们对于任何发表贬损中华民国以及我们国家主权的不实的表述呢，我们都予以严厉的谴责。我们在这边再一次的严正的重申，中华民国台湾跟中华人民共和国是互不隶属的，只有经过台湾人民自由选举出来的政府， 才能够在国际间代表台湾人民。
The foreign ministry lodged its protests with Russian authorities through diplomatic channels. The comments from Putin came Wednesday during talks with China's President Xi Jinping. Chinese state broadcaster CCTV said the Russian leader had spoken about his country's opposition to external interference into China's internal affairs, including Xinjiang, Hong Kong, and Taiwan. That's despite the fact that Taiwan is governed separately from China. The Kremlin's readout of the talks does not include a reference to Taiwan as an internal Chinese affair. Analysts are raising the alarm over the set of new guidelines for China's military. These allow so-called non-war operations to be carried out overseas. Details in Chinese state media have been scarce, but Taiwan analyst Dr. Guo Yuren says the move will enhance China's gray zone warfare in the South and East China Seas, the Taiwan Strait, and the South Pacific. Our reporter in Quebec spoke with Dr. Guo and asked him if China is learning from Russia's invasion of Ukraine.
I think this language Putin was using and also on these new guidelines, yes, I think China learned a lot from Ukraine war and how Putin manipulate the situation of Ukraine.
How alarmed should Taiwan be as a result?
I believe from now on, China's gray zone activities like their aircraft and vessels cruising or carrying missions surrounding Taiwan will be, in terms of strength and frequency will increase a lot starting from now on and all the way to the 20th Party Congress end of this year.
Taiwan has thanked the organizers of the 2022 World Cup in Qatar for listing Taiwan as its own country.
那外交部，我们对于凯达这个世界杯足球赛的这个筹办单位，他们正视我国球迷的这个权益，并且很迅速的回应我方的相关诉求。对于这样的一个善意呢，外交部我们表达感谢肯定。
Originally, the ID cards for Taiwan fans had said Taiwan Province of China. That's despite the fact that Taiwan has never been governed by the People's Republic of China. On Thursday, World Cup organizers removed the reference to China and added Taiwan's flag. It was a rare recognition for the country, which is often forced to participate in international events using a name other than Taiwan. Now the latest on the fire that killed 8 people at an auto repair shop in the northwestern city of Hsinchu on Wednesday night. Fire officials say the 4 adults who died in the blaze appear to have been trying to save the 4 children who also died. Authorities say the owner's youngest son started the fire after an argument with his mother.
都是关系人的里面住在里面的他的家人这样。我们知道关系人表示他公称是因为有纵火的关系，那应该是有类似家庭纠纷这样的状况。
The son bought a can of gasoline, went up to the second story where his family lived, and set the building on fire. The suspect's father escaped and managed to subdue his son with the help from neighbors. The suspect is now under guard in hospital receiving treatment for burns. Practitioners of traditional Chinese medicine and Western medicine have long viewed one another with a healthy skepticism. But in modern-day Taiwan, many people seek both forms of treatment. Now, a hospital in the central city of Taichung is working to integrate these two very different approaches to medicine. Our reporter Ed Moon traveled there to learn more.
Chen Yangmin makes sure to live life to its fullest. Doctors had given up hope on the 97-year-old after she fell into a coma with sepsis. But the team at Taichung City Hospital in central Taiwan had one last suggestion: Chinese medicine. Traditional Chinese medicine is widely practiced in Taiwan and is included in the country's national health insurance program. Ciji is, however, the only place where Chinese and Western medicine are formally integrated together in patient treatment.
我们可以中医跟中医的跨科，中医跟西医的跨科，我们可以共同门诊，可以共同门诊，当然有条件的去成立这一个科的部分，共同会诊，共同写 paper。
Now in its 10th year, Ciji's Center for Combining Chinese and Western Medicine is off. It initially took some adjustment.
我是从不熟悉到，我其实不会一开始就不认同它，而是的确是会不知道到底真实的效果是怎么样。
Shen's experience working alongside Chinese medicine practitioners has convinced him that traditional medicine has a role to play in clinical treatment.
我现在其实会对中医是抱持着开放合作的态度。那特别是经历这一次的新冠肺炎的这个疫情，其实很多民众也都因为清冠一号的关系，其实对于中医这个部分，我觉得接受度也是有提高。
Taiwan's training for medical students encourages this sort of integrated approach.
台湾的中医系，它基本上一开始的设计就是中西医的两个领域的学习，所以他毕业之后可以去考那个中医师跟西医师的执照。
Recent attempts by China's ruling Communist Party to promote the use of Chinese medicine have seen a backlash in some Western media against the practice. But in Taiwan, Mrs. Chen's family are convinced that the decision to combine Chinese medicine with Western treatment is what saved her life.
王父就是较紧要搁用水药啊，要搁加强，提升他的免疫啦。就这样，一天一天，阿嬷渐渐的起色。阿嬷一生当中都是用中药来救回来。
And with pharmacists struggling to keep up with demand for Taiwan's homegrown Chinese medicine treatment for COVID-19, it's clear traditional medicine will continue to have an important role to play in the country's medical system. Karma Xu, Ed Moon, Theo Wang, and Biqi Zhuang for TaiwanPlus.
Thursday is World Sea Turtle Day, and to mark the occasion, researchers in Taiwan's Penghu Islands have released 11 rescued turtles into the wild. Local school children cheer on the turtles as they make their way into the water. A local research center rescued the injured turtles, all of them from 2 protected species. The center nursed the turtles back to health before releasing them. The center says that in the last 20 years, it has returned nearly 300 protected turtles to the wild. Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. Remember to download the TaiwanPlus app for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally, today we leave you with images of the Kiev City Ballet rehearsing Swan Lake in central Paris. The group has been on tour in France since the war began. I'm Ethan Liu, take care, and I'll see you next time.